The check light's on. That means there's no power to the refrigerator. Hey guys, so living in an RV, whether you live in it full-time, part-time, weekend warrior, no matter what style it is, class A, B, C, or a towable, you're always going to find that something will need a repair. Just the pure nature of the way the vehicles ride down the road and jostle around, eventually something's going to get broke, something's just not going to work, something's going to go out of warranty, so on and so forth. And it's just like living in a sticks and bricks. You're always going to have something that's going to need to be repaired, replaced, etc. Today, we're going to be talking about our fridge. The check light's on. For those that don't know what that means there's no power to the refrigerator. So our travel trailer is equipped with a Dometic. The model number is 2652. It runs on both AC power and as well as propane. We've noticed over the past couple excursions we've been on our extended weekend warrior trips, that we've had some intermittent power issues while we were plugged up at full hookup RV sites. Every once in a while the check light would come on and we'd have to go reset the refrigerator by cutting it off and on here at the panel, and it would come back on. Never lost any cooling so far until this past weekend, when we noticed that the check light was on here at the Sticks and Bricks. We were plugged in here, so we keep the power on full time all the time to our refrigerator. And then I noticed that it's not running on propane either. So let me put a disclaimer out there. By no means am I an expert in any type of electrical repair, propane repair, RV maintenance. I am not a technician at all. I can use a screwdriver and I can read and I can tinker with stuff, and hopefully I can get a solution to our problem. I did some independent research through forums. I consulted a few techs over the telephone, read my instruction manual, and of course used YouTube. And I think I may have found out exactly what's going on. Let's go outside and take a look. So our refrigerator is on our kitchen slide. So we don't have a rooftop vent fan. We have one mounted here on the side of our slide. So three things are important for any refrigerator operation in a recreational vehicle. You want to make sure you have good power, also make sure that your rig is level, and also that you have good exhaust and airflow. So this is where the refrigerator guts are, and then the airflow here is on our slide. So when you take the panel off of the and gain access to the back of your fridge, this is what you find on the Dometic 2652 LBX is our model number. There is a control power board here, which did have a cover on. I did remove it. This cover was coverage back there when I was doing a little bit of pre-diagnostic stuff. There's a couple of fuses here that I was checked that are intact. There's a fuse here on the board and also one on the DC power cable here. This is the propane line that runs back here to a burner and the igniter that goes up through to heat up the flute. So if you're running on electrical power, there is a heating element inside this flute that comes down and connects to the control board. So in my research, I found that either if you have no power but you have propane, then it could possibly be the heating element. If you have electrical power but no propane, then it could possibly be your igniter switch. But if you don't have either, on AC power or propane, then more than likely it's going to be a control board issue, is what I've found out in research. So that's, since I don't have either and it's been intermittent, I'm going to go that it's my control board. So I ordered one of these. I'll put a link in the description, as well as exactly what we ordered, the model number, etc. And so, like I said, there was a panel covering this that you can pop off with a little screwdriver. And then there's a few screws on here that you remove. We'll pop that off and replace it. I'll also remove the screws here for this panel and show you the burner. I did clean it out a little bit with some air and make sure the actual burner was good and clean. Okay, so I removed the panel here that covers the flute, and here's a good shot of the heating element that runs down to the control board there. A lot of times these will go out if you're having problems with your electrical power. And then right behind this panel here is the burner tube for the propane. And this cord here, which is hard to see, goes back to a little igniter switch. Which I don't think I have an issue with this, so I'm not going to take this off if I don't have to. Another thing I forgot to mention is there is a power outlet back here on the wall that the actual power for the refrigerator was plugged into. Always make sure you disconnect your power and your batteries, cut your gas off, you know, all the safety things that you want to make sure you don't have any issues while you're tinkering with this stuff. So I will take a good picture of the wires that are on this control board. It looks like there's just a couple screws to pull that out, and we'll put a new one in. So here we go. So this is the one I just pulled out. This is the old one that I just pulled out of the back of the refrigerator there. And the new one comes in a handy dandy kit with a set of instructions, as well as for the actual power board, and another set of instructions for the actual refrigerator. They come with a new cover and also another screw to insert. But as you can see, they are pretty much identical. So let's go take the new one out and put it back in. Okay, so now we've got everything hooked back up on the new power board. Let's plug this baby back in. Move these panels out of the way. I want to check the propane first. So I've turned the propane on to the unit, and we'll go in and check it out. Awesome. So as you can see, now I have propane power. So the control panel must have been faulty, because after replacing that was a quick ignition right after I turned it on, and we got a nice good blue flame there. Excellent, excellent. So now that I know I have good propane power, there's no check light on here, no check light with gas. I'm going to cut the refrigerator off, put it on electric, and see what we get. Check light went off to reset it. So there's no gas running to the boiler now, to the burner. It should be cut off. And if this check light stays off, then we've got electrical power, which is what I expect to have. So I think the solution was just replacing that control board. It took all of, I don't know, 3 minutes. It's a quick time-lapse video of it. So I'll go back, put the covers back on, and we'll call it a day. I hope this helps if anybody's having Dometic refrigerator problems. like what you saw, give us a thumbs up, consider subscribing, hit the notification bell. As always, safe travels and awesome views.